What's going on, guys? It's Jamie. Welcome to channel Thrift on Fire. We're sitting outside of the Goodwill here in St. Thomas. This one, it's always hit or miss. I found some pretty good stuff here before. The thing with this Goodwill is shoes definitely overpriced, and sometimes electronics as well. But you never know. I have found some really good stuff here. So let's get inside, see what we can find.
Where are you going, Logs?
Oh.
Sorry about that.
There you go. No problem.
Okay, over here, guys. Right here. Come here, Logs.
Those are cool looking. What they are. $40. So a lot of times over here I'm looking for wool blankets, and then if you do find one, which I'm not seeing any right now, you definitely would just look up the tag and make sure the tag is 100% wool. But today, nothing over here. They want 15. $5 a piece. Probably gonna leave these guys, but would you guys pick something like this up? Just some interesting Crocs. I think we might pick those Crockies up. Well, that store, like I said before I went in, that's usually the way it goes. Every once in a while I do find something good. I thought the Crocs that I had there at the end were really good. And then when I did find sold comps of a similar pair of Crocs, $30 is what they're worth, and they wanted 10. You know, some of the shoes, like you've seen, or I probably showed you here, was 40, 25. Good shoes. Probably worth that, but not worth it to pick up and resell. Same with the jackets. My local Goodwill in Tillsonburg is about $10, and here it seems to be $15 to $25 for just a jacket. Just more money. I like this store though. They do get good stuff in this store. It's just the prices keep going up and up and up. But let's go to the Mission Thrift and see if we can find something there. All right, stop 2, the Mission Thrift. Let's get inside and see what we can find. So here at the back is usually where the shoes are. Balance. do think these will clean up pretty good. I don't see any solds, but I know this is a vintage sweater. Size small. The pattern's just too cool. I'm gonna pick it up. Okay, so it looks like we spent 14, or was it 15 bucks basically, 14.69. So it was $8 for the Pumas and $5 for the sweater. Now with that sweater, I didn't see any sole comps or anything like that, so I'm just gonna list it like, you know, the style is gonna be like either Haunted Mansion or Beetlejuice, or I'm gonna use some keywords like that because it is very unique in color. I'm sure you guys seen it in the store, but it's really cool. So even though the brand itself isn't selling great, there are some listed for like, say like 30 bucks or something like that. I still think I'm gonna sell this one if I list it with the right keywords, and that's why I picked something like that up. As far as the Pumas, I do think they should be probably like a $35 to $40 shoe, or around $50 free shipping, which is probably how I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna do like $45 free shipping on those Pumas. But yeah, just the two things. So let's see if we can find one more store or maybe two more stores to hit. All right, third stop, Elmer Thrift. This is usually a good place for me. Nothing is usually priced too high. They don't always have great stuff, but when they do, the prices are right. So let's get inside and see what we can find. Green tags, 50%, yellow 75. Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Great, and you? So much Christmas stuff. They're definitely nice, but $14 are at the end of the golf season. Might pick these up anyway. So yeah, not very good. I walked around the store carrying the Adidas Energy golf cleats or whatever they're exactly called. $14. I decided I'd better look them up before I left, and sure enough, they're only worth about 35 bucks. For some reason, I thought they were worth about 80. I was wrong. I'm glad I looked them up. I left them. So I'm leaving the store with nothing. There were a few items that were okay. That Tommy jacket was nice, but for $12, you know, it's probably worth 30 or 40. So, you know, what are you going to do? So I'm going to take you back to a few days ago. I was at the Goodwill bins or outlets in London. I found about 13 or 14 things. So I'm going to end the video with that. I was going to do a full video, but I figured it'd be a nice little chunk at the end here just to give you guys a good idea of the stuff you can pick up at the bins. So I did get into the bins right when they opened. I was there for about an hour and spent $23.61. That was pretty good. I picked up a whole bunch of shoes, a golf club, some small electronics. Everything that I got will need to be cleaned up. Usually stuff when you get it from the bins is pretty dirty. So I'm gonna go home. I'll show you what I have and what it's worth, and then I'll show you what it looks like after I clean it so that you can see that you sometimes have to look past what the item looks like if you're willing to put in a little bit of elbow grease. Now, not everything I would say is worth putting time and effort into cleaning up, but when you're buying shoes and stuff this cheap, in my opinion, it's definitely worth cleaning them up for the extra money you're gonna make. Okay, so again, I paid about $23 for all this stuff, roughly about $1 and, I don't know, what do I got here? $1.76 a piece. There's 13 items total. I'll show you the two items that are no good. So I started cleaning these up. This is what the original, this is a Timberland boot. The original boot looked like, so that's a dirty one. Now I started wiping this one down. Beautiful shape, the soles and everything. I don't know if you can see this or not, but when I put my hand inside, and I never did this at the bins, you can feel the plastic poking through. So these are basically worthless. This one's even worse. Like I said, I don't know if that'll come through on camera. Probably not. But these are absolute junk. Now the other ones, now these were really dirty, and you could see in the one part of the video, they're actually black up the sides. Now these aren't terrible. I don't think these are all that valuable. But what I think I'm going to wind up doing with these ones is I'm going to try to tie-dye these, and I might even do it for a video. I do a video for the channel just to see how it goes. And if they turn out great, I'll sell them. And if they don't, I'll redonate them. They're really not in that bad a shape. Still, you know, there's a little bit of staining still. I just don't feel confident that these are worth a lot of money. You never know, I might sell them, but I'm going to call these another kind of dud. So I've already listed the remaining 11 items. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about them, and then on the screen up here I'll pop up the actual listing. So the first one is actually sold. It was the Guitar Hero guitar with no dongle. I just wiped it down, put batteries in it, made sure that it like lit up, and that's all I did for testing. I didn't have a dongle, so I couldn't really fully test it, but it did sell. I think this maybe 2 days after I listed it, something like that. It sold for, I think it took a best offer of $25. I think I had it listed for $35. And being that I didn't have the dongle, I was okay with taking $25. That's already more than I paid for everything, so it pretty much made this entire haul free for me, basically. So I went ahead and took that. Second thing I sold was a Bell Express View remote. This is going to sell for about $29.98, free shipping, so I'll make about $15 on this guy. So that's all right. I assume it's going to sell to somebody in Canada, being this is a Canadian remote control for a satellite. And it is pretty old. I'd say these models were probably about 15 years ago. So people who have this older receiver, and they need a remote, we'll be looking on eBay, and I do sell about 4 or 5 of these a year. So number 3, the Nike Flex. These cleaned up pretty good. There's a little bit of paint splatter I thought I could get off, and I couldn't, so I just put in the description there's a little bit of splatter, but I think these guys should sell pretty comfortably for about $39, free shipping. So, you know, that's not too bad. That wasn't a lot of work with those ones. I pretty much, you know, I took a magic eraser and tried to get some of the paint off. They look a lot better, but there still is just that little bit of paint. But $39, paying $1.76, that's pretty good ROI. So I did pick up a few pairs of Crocs. These ones were the Crocs Duals, and once again, I only paid $1.76 roughly for them. And the way I came up with that number, by the way, is I just took the 13 items and divided it right equally. So obviously that's not how everything is weighed at the bins, but just for a basic idea, that's the math that we're using here. So these particular Crocs, they're just like a sandal, like a women's sandal, but a little bit different, a little fancy. Got the jewel silver piece on them, whatever. But they're going to be $40 free shipping. They clean up really well, just basically wipe the dirt off them. I did throw them through the wash machine with everything else just to make them extra clean and sterile, because the bins are pretty dirty, to be honest. And that's about it. And I do believe those will probably sell, most likely even before summer. They'll probably sell to somebody who's looking for them. Next up was just a navy blue pair of Crocs. I love picking up Crocs, especially at the bins, because you know I'm realistically probably paying less than $1 for them. But like I said, for the sake of this video, we're going to say we're into them at $1.76. These should sell for about $25, free shipping. So all the shoes are free shipping, and at the end of the video, I'll do a little breakdown to give you an idea of the value or how much I think I'll make from everything once we subtract the shipping and everything. But yeah, so about $25 free shipping. Next up, we had the teal blue Crocs. These ones, same thing. I just scrubbed them down with the magic eraser, cleaned up the bottoms a little bit, and they went in the washer too. And that was mostly for, you know, they'd be more sterile. These guys are going to sell for about $30 free shipping. Next up was a PS2 DVD remote. Now I was pretty excited when I picked this up, thinking it was going to be pretty good. It winds up that it's okay. I didn't realize this particular DVD remote control needed a dongle because it goes to the PS2. So without the dongle, it's still worth about, I think, $9.50, if that's what it says on the screen. And I think this will go letter mail, so $4 shipping, buyer's going to pay that, so about $10 is what we're talking about here. Not terrible, but it probably would have been more like $30, you know, if it had the dongle too. Now, anytime at the bins I find any sealed media, I just pick it up because I know I'm not going to be paying a lot of money for it. I found 3 Fuji VHSs and I've lotted them together, and it should be $18 plus shipping. Once again, I'm going to say that in that particular item, I've actually accounted them as 3 together. So even though there's 3 of them, I'm just counting them as one item. So for the 3 VHSs, I paid $1.76. Alright, so I was excited to find these Vionic. I don't know anything about them. I know I've seen and heard Rally Roots talk about Vionic, so when I seen the brand, I picked them up. Like I said, didn't pay much for these at the bins, and they should sell for about $35 free shipping. When I did look up this brand, they are all over the place for price. Some are worth way more than others, but these ones basically look brand new after I wiped them off. They still have like the tags on the bottom. I think I did still say they're pre-owned because I don't have the box and I don't have, you know, documentation showing that they're brand new. So it's easier to consider them used. But $35 free shipping, that's pretty good. Next up, we just have a very basic canvas Nike. Nothing special here, but $30 free shipping. I don't think these ones will sit around too long at that price. Normally I don't like to sell shoes that cheaply, but because, you know, being into them like less than $2, I obviously can pick up some stuff that I normally wouldn't pick up if I was paying, you know, $8 to $12 for the shoes. So these Nikes probably will sell pretty quick at $30 free shipping. So next up, I found a vintage starter Toronto 2000 All-Star hat. That's a lot to spit out apparently. So same thing, we're gonna say I paid under $2 for this. I was gonna auction it off, but instead I decided to do I think $25 plus shipping. And I do think this hat probably will get that. The only issue I had with this is some of the maroon or red shoes that you just seen in the last clip, some of the dye kind of came off and got on the top and the side of the hat. I did point it out in pictures. I don't usually wash hats in the washing machine. I just thought I'd give it a try, being I didn't have a lot of money into it and it was a little bit dirty. I did scrub it with just like a toothbrush and soap and the OxiClean. Let it soak, and then I let it run through the washer. Mostly because I noticed the bill was like, I think it's like hard plastic inside of those ones, so it wasn't really messing up any of that. So wound up washing it, turned out okay, except for like the little bit of staining. But $25 plus shipping, I think I'll get that. Only time will tell. Okay, and the last two items are obviously the Champion shoes, which are I'm not going to say have any value to them right now, and the Timberlands that are on the floor that I just kind of tossed to the floor. So that being said, everything all in, I have it valued at about $306. That's what it's listed for. Now, if we remove the shipping, which is roughly about $105, and then also remove the cost of goods sold, which was $23, is roughly what I paid for this. That leaves us with a total profit of about $178.48, or I'll throw up the exact number. So basically about $180. That's pretty good. Now that's less eBay fees, so you have to pay fees on top of that as well. But you know, I basically spent an hour at the bins, spent $23, came home, soaked most of the stuff in OxiClean, wiped some of it off, threw it in the wash machine, took pictures and listed. I probably have total about 3 hours into all this. So in 3 hours time, I should be able to make a profit of around $180. In my books, that's pretty good. And I think that's why most people love the bins. It's because it's so inexpensive. You know, sometimes you just pick up stuff you don't even have to like clean. I most of the time do want to clean most of it because it's kind of dirty there, to be honest. But you know, teach their own. Anyway, guys, I love throwing this in at the end of the video this week. You know, I had a hard time sourcing. You see, in the beginning of the video, I didn't have very good luck, you know, at the last 3 stores I've been to. And I seem to be getting that more and more, but you know, it's always nice when, you know, you can rely on something like the Goodwill bins or, you know, other honey holes you might have in your area. But that for me is one of my better ones. All right, that's going to do it for today, guys. If you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel for more content. And till next time, take care, stay safe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.